Hi Stampin' friends! Today we're going to make this card using the Birds and Branches bundle. And this is kind of a different shaped card. It's folded, and so you can see that it has nice dimension, but you can still get this in an envelope, so don't worry about that. So this is done with just jade. Our background piece is balmy blue. Of course, this is whisper white. This is the mint macaron gingham ribbon, which I think looks great with just jade. We also have a mint macaron branch in here, kind of just to give it some color dimension. These are so saffron, I think I said that. I colored these pearls with the just jade blends, and I added that after I cut your all's cards. I'm sorry about that, wasn't thinking. Then this Sending Prayers is stamped in Misty Moonlight, but you may want to use Night of Navy if you think it might be difficult for your recipient to read that. So it's kind of up to you. Okay, let's begin. Okay, what I used were the circle, and I went ahead and cut that for you all. And I used this branch in the mint macaron, and I used these little birds in So Saffron. Go ahead and put those away so I don't lose them, because you never know about me. All right, back on my magnets so they can't get away. Here we are. Okay. So what I have in your kit is a piece of paper that is about 10 3/8 inches long. It is, of course, our regular 4 1/4 wide. It is scored at 4 1/4 to make a square card, and then of course again at 8 1/2 to make the other side. Then to make the base, it is scored at 9 3/4, and then that will tuck inside. I think you'll see how that works in just a second. So I'm going to begin by making the folds, whoopsie, and using my bone folder to get those folded. Easy peasy. And I'm going to take my balmy blue piece and put it on the inside. Okay, I'm just trying to center that. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we are. And then I'm just going to take this, oops, I have 2 of these. I really only need 1. Take this mint macaron and just kind of imagine where I'd like it to be. You could go ahead and just cut off the excess bit of stem that's sticking over here, because I think that would probably be the easiest way to get it just where you want it. Oh, and I have a little bit of trash stuck in there. Let me get rid of that. Okay, there we go. So now I'm ready to just stick this down. So I'm going to use my Tombow multi-glue and just put little bits of it on some of the places that I think will be stuck down. And then I'll go back and look again and try to imagine what will actually be stuck down. So maybe kind of like that. Kind of a lot of different ways you could do this. Then I want to make sure I didn't put any on the backs of some, yeah, I kind of did there. I just want to take a piece of some paper and just blot that off where I put glue where I shouldn't have. There we go. And then stick things down like that. And then I want to stick glue, because under here I know I can stick it down neatly. I'll put it over here. And a little piece down here, but I'm not going to stick that down yet because I'm about to put my white layer over. And just kind of scooch it. Whoops, I only need 1. One at a time is plenty. and just scooch that over here. Now what I did on the other one was put it on the outside. I mean, put this on the outside and cut it off. So you can do it either way, just however you want to arrange your branch on there is fine. Add a little of this stuff in each corner. Man, that's infuriating. So now I'm ready to just stick it down right there. Get the circle. I use the circle closest in size to this, but you don't have to put it right where the circle is, because what you're really going for is getting it centered on the piece of Just Jade. Scoochy scooch, there we are. Okay, and then I'm gonna be really careful and not get too much, but I don't have time to mess with that ridiculous stuff, so I'm just gonna use some green glue. Don't wanna get too much because it will sometimes make like a lump on the side if you use too much green glue. Okay, and then I got a little bit of green glue on there, so I'll clean that off. Okay, I'm finished with that part, and I'm gonna add my birds. Oh, I don't know where my other, I think I saw it in here. I think it accidentally got in there. Ah, there we are. Other bird. Okay, then you just kind of, you can see, let me put this one where you can see it while I'm working on this one. Might be helpful. So I just want to put a little bit of glue on the bird's feet and on the bird's belly first, because I know that I can stick that down to some things. So maybe like right there. And then my other one, I want to put maybe right there. Kind of do the same. I don't want it to go too far off the side because I want to be able to get it in my card. Okay, so now at this point, if you were going to mail the card, you would leave it like this with the fold up, because at this point it is, let me show you, 5.5 inches long. So that will easily, and you probably can't even see these measures here, that will easily fit in an envelope like this. And you would go ahead and wrap this around here. And I'm showing you this kind of backwards so that you can see what I mean, so that when you're sending the card, you can explain it to your recipient. I'm trying this in like a square knot here. Kind of an over, under, under, over situation. And you just have to kind of give it a little twist. Okay, get that. I may not care for that way. I may go this way. Kind of makes more sense that way. Okay. And then when you've got that how you like it, I think that's a little too tight, so let me work on that real quick. It's easy to fix whenever you have something like that, because what I want is I want it to be plenty tight around the card itself, because that is actually all that holds our card together. I think I got these plenty long for you all. Maybe you could even, if you can tie it one direction over the other, you might even have enough left to use on another project. So. There we go, and I might want to even it up just a little bit. Kind of see how I want it. Like scooch it that direction just a little. Okay, then how this works is the back of the card has the ribbon. And so when the person is ready to set the card up and use it, they just take this piece and tuck it back under the ribbon, if that makes sense. Which makes it hold even tighter. You know, it makes it, and you know, they might have to kind of scooch it down a little bit, that kind of thing. But you can see how easy and quickly that I was able to just tuck that in there, and it's ready to go. So then I'm going to use my classic label punched piece of Just Jade, And I'm going to use my Sending Prayers. And I'm inking it up with Misty Moonlight. I'm just going to kind of see how I try to get it even. And then stamp. Oh, I set that down before I meant to, so it's probably not straight. Oh, I even did it upside down. Go me. But you can see it's darker than the last one that I used, and I think that'll work better for being able to see it on the card. So then just a little bit of our green glue. And then any place else that your birds seem to be kind of falling off the card, might just give them a little glue under, probably under their tails there where they could be glued to the card easily. You don't want to get too much glue because then it's kind of like, you know, not as 3D as you want it. But anywho, so there's that. Sending Prayers. And then you just want to get your Just Jade marker. Okay, so I have that and I'm looking for my pearls. Here they are. So you just color the pearls. And then also you don't want to get a lot of green on the sheet itself because you can pick that up. Any that's not directly on the pearl itself, you can get accidentally on your tweezers when you go to pick them up, and you can accidentally get that on your card itself. So you need to be careful with that because it doesn't soak into this waxy sheet that these are on. Oops. Okay, and my tweezers. Okay, put that one right there. And that one right there. I think the thing I like most about this set and bundle is how cute of a card it makes, and it's really fairly quick. All I had to worry about was getting my dies centered within the square. You know, I just eyeballed it, and it barely took any time at all. And then, you know, if you're having any problems with them moving, you can always use a long Post-it pad and just put a Post-it across it, and that will hold your die on. So I just found this to be a really quick card, but it's awfully cute, I think. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.